play. Let's play, bitch. Let's play, you fucking bitch.
I'm scared. There's so much that I could say about domestic violence because I was dating someone and then wound up marrying him, and we were together for almost 7 years. And we had what everybody thought was a perfect relationship because I loved him so much. The love was real. But when he would get mad, or when I would bring up the fact that I knew he was cheating on me, he would abuse me. He punched me, stumped me, grabbed me by my throat to where my feet aren't even touching the ground. Like, he was extremely abusive. But my family and his family was like this. My oldest sister was married to his cousin. His cousin's abusive too, but that's a whole nother story. So it was a whole bunch of stuff going on to where I felt like I couldn't leave. And then his mom and his little sister and little brother moved in with us. So I was just like, hey, I'm just going to thug it out. You're helping me with my nephew. You're a good person. Nobody needs to know that you're hitting me. Nobody needs to know that you're cheating on me. And I just stayed with him. And that was dumb of me to do that. But when I finally did decide to leave him, he comes to my house, kidnaps me. They call it kidnapping because he wouldn't let me leave for 2 days. He grapes me. He beats me. He does a whole bunch of stuff to me. And so I go to a DV shelter, right? While I'm in the shelter, I find out that I'm pregnant by the guy that I had started dating when I left my ex-husband. Well, when I get out of the shelter, I let this guy move in with me, only to find out that he's a cheater. So when I tell him to leave, he starts breaking stuff in my house, and I'm like, oh crap, you're abusive too. He starts breaking stuff in my house. He starts pulling guns on me. He tells me he's going to kill me. He's going to kill the daughter I'm pregnant with. He's going to kill my daughter that I'm holding that's not his. He's saying all this crazy stuff. So I was like, okay, you can stay, but you got to stop cheating on me, right? Like, he realized that all he had to do was scare me. So after that, punched me in my face, made me have a busted lip while I was pregnant. He started calling me out of my name, pushing me up and down the stairs, all this stuff while I'm pregnant. And then after I have our baby, he breaks my jaw. I leave him. He comes back a few weeks later, apologizing. I wind up finding out I'm pregnant with my son, because when he apologized, you know. So I found out I was pregnant with my son, and then he started telling me every time he got mad at me that he was going to break my other jaw. So our whole relationship, he would pull guns out on me, or threaten to break my other jaw, or threaten to kill me, or threaten to do this and do that. And then he would tell me, if you call the police, I'm just going to call my people, and they're going to kill your people. And he basically made it seem like he was like somebody that really could make calls like that when he really couldn't. But he wound up breaking my ribs after I had our third baby together. So I was a mother of 4 at this point. He's in and out of my house cheating on me. He's abusive. He talks to me crazy. And then he breaks my ribs. So I moved my kids out of town, went to a DV shelter, and started to rebuild my life 2 years ago. Don't let anybody tell you how long it should take. Just leave.